Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today what I want to do is I want to talk about a not little known but little talked about survival tool that I think is 100% overlooked, and I think it should be one that is looked at quite often because really it has unlimited ammunition or projectiles. We'll call them projectiles. Now, this tool is easy to use but very hard to master, and I think that's why it is not talked about a whole lot, is because it's very easy to use. You can hand it to a 3-year-old and teach them how to use it, but mastering it and getting good enough with it for it to produce food is not so easy. It takes a lot of practice. It is a skill that you have to learn. And with anything, repetition will help. That is how you will learn to use it proficiently. It having unlimited projectiles is what makes it such a great tool to learn, because you don't have to buy anything for it other than the tool itself to be able to go out and start learning to use it, practicing with it, and getting to where you are proficient with it. And the tool I'm talking about is a slingshot. A simple slingshot. They're like $7.99 at Walmart. They make nicer ones, they make more expensive ones, but let's just say the basic $7.99 slingshot. Extremely difficult to master, but once it is mastered, and a long time ago, back, I don't know, in the 30s and the 40s, low-income families, actually, a lot of their kids, when they couldn't afford a rifle or a shotgun, or they were too young to use a rifle or a shotgun, they would make slingshots, and you can hunt rabbits with them, you can hunt squirrels with them, you can hunt birds with them. All it takes is a well-placed shot in the head, and they're done. Now, I don't mean just go out here and pick up a slingshot and start slinging rocks at birds. That's not what I mean. I mean, get you a slingshot and learn to use it. Practice with it. Become proficient with it. And it can be a tool that has unlimited projectiles to be able to take small game with. And in all honesty, if somebody's getting on your nerve, you go, no, I'm just kidding, don't do that. But the slingshot has been used for years and years and years to kill small game. I think preppers overlook it, and I think survivalists overlook it because it is extremely difficult to get proficient with. It is a difficult tool to use properly. Like I said, you can teach anybody to shoot it. That's easy. Hitting your target over and over and over again with a slingshot is difficult. They've been called pea shooters and bean shooters and some other things. In the South anyway, I've heard them called. But I've heard old timers talk about when they were younger, taking a simple slingshot, and theirs weren't as fancy as these, and killing rabbits and squirrels and birds with them so they could feed their family. Either because they were too young to carry the gun and go, or because there was only one rifle and they're out deer hunting or whatever with it. So they would take a slingshot and go take game with it. Now, in my mind, I'm just going to use rocks. And this slingshot's brand new. I just picked it up. I haven't shot a slingshot in years, and I was out playing with it, and I can't hit nothing with one anymore. And I used to be able to hit a can from 15, 20 feet away over and over and over again all day long like it was nothing. So after some more practice, I'll be able to do that again, hopefully. And then I have this simple, cheap tool that'll never run out of ammo. Now, they do make slingshot ammunition. There's steel balls, you can get them in glass too. My recommendation is that if you are going to carry slingshot ammunition, you should be really, really good at using the slingshot before you waste your money on the ammunition, when you can find rocks literally anywhere. You can find and use rocks until you are proficient with using the slingshot, and then you can use your steel ammunition or your steel projectile for hunting. You can use that as your actual hunting tool. And I really hope it's not too windy out here for you guys. It feels weird shooting videos in my house when it comes to like slingshots and stuff like that. But back to the ammunition, it's not cheap. I mean, it is, but it's not. So you don't want to just be out practicing and use up all your little steel balls and have to go find them and stuff like that. Use rocks. Practice with rocks. Small rocks are the best rocks. And you'll figure it out how they fit in there and how it feels and stuff like that. But I mean, and oddly enough, slingshots are designed to be shot sideways. Like, they're designed to be shot like this, not this, this. And then you put your rock in there, draw it back, learn where your aim is, make sure that you're holding it straight and you're not angling this any direction, and then you release. And you learn where you aim at to get that rock to go where you want it to. And it's trial and error. You'll find the size rock that works for you, the one that you get the most velocity and speed. I find that a small rock seems to work best. See if I can find a rock real quick. Small rock, about like this, works awesome. It gets more velocity, it gets more speed, and it just fits better in the slingshot. Too bigger rocks, they won't go very far, they don't work right. But you put the rock in there, get your aim, and send it on. And you just practice over and over and over again. And if you have a gravel driveway like I do, just walk up and down it, flinging rocks up and down it. It's fine. Get you a can, set it out there, pop it. If it rolls, pop it again, and just keep going and get proficient with using it. It doesn't weigh anything, and it's a great little backup tool to have. You can stick this in your pack, you can stick it in your pocket, you can do all of that with it, and it doesn't take up any space, and it weighs nothing, and you have a way to secure food for yourself if you're proficient with it in a survival situation. The other thing I gotta say about it is that if you're in a survival situation and you are maybe not necessarily survival, bug out, bushcraft situation, you're bugged out, or I mean, really a survival situation will work. But when you're not doing anything and you're just kind of hanging out, you can sit around and fling rocks all day long. There is no shortage of rocks in the world. And you can get really good with it. And you, like I said, you'll be able to secure food. Because this thing will have no problem killing a squirrel, killing a rabbit, or killing birds with the right, with a rock and a headshot. That's the reason you have to practice so much, is because it's going to take a headshot. You are going to have to hit them in the head. But it can be done. You can find videos on people hunting stuff with slingshots all the time. They're inexpensive, and you will never run out of ammunition. If you run out of ammunition, we have a problem, because that means there's no more rocks. Okay? Wow, that wind is killer. I really hope that's not messing y'all up too bad. I hope y'all can hear me. But that's what I wanted to talk about today, was that this is one of the most overlooked survival tools. And they're fun. You know, you're sitting around camp with your buddies or whatever, and they've never really used one, and you've gotten really good at it. You can start having fun shooting cans or whatever with it. Oh, I bet I can hit that branch, shoot the branch off the tree or whatever. And you can have a lot of fun. You can have a little competition. You know, it'll give you something to do. and you can secure food with it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Y'all stay frosty, and I'll see you next time. Pick up a slingshot.